So folks, welcome to the video. Hope you're okay. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel before we get going. Today we're bringing you a back and bicep workout. So, yesterday was a refeed day. Went and saw Marvel's Infinity War. Oh my gosh, possibly one of the best films I've ever seen with regard to superheroes. Gonna put that in there. Yeah, had a refeed day. So last night I did eat a whole packet of Galaxy Minstrels. If you've never had them, you're missing out, unfortunately. I feel really good, got loads of energy. Scooping half a pre-workout. Started on lat pull down and I'm supersetting everything today. 5 sets, roughly 12 to 15 reps on everything. Really focusing on the contraction. Yeah, feeling pretty good. Veins are coming through, which is nice. But we're going to get down to a workout, so get ready, sit back, relax, take note. Hey folks, so today I'm going to be doing a voiceover for the videos, and I am going to speed up the exercise slightly from this point on. So they are double speed, so I don't actually perform the exercises at these speeds. I'm just obviously letting you know now. So we're starting off with the underhand lat pull down, and with this I love to go about shoulder width with my hands, really focus on pulling with my elbows and kind of just getting to the chin, and that's as far as I'll pretty much go with regards pulling down. I supersetted this with the overhand curls, and with this one I was going direct straight bar, no kind of easy bar, nothing. Really make sure I've got an overhand grip. And when I'm doing my pull downs, I love to just make sure that I'm pulling my shoulder blades down. Now my right shoulder blade I try and pull towards my left pocket, left shoulder blade towards the right pocket, just so I can really feel like I'm contracting. Then second movement, like I say, the overhand pull down, I love to just squeeze the triceps at the bottom, have a quick break, and just really make sure that I'm getting a full range of motion. Okay, so finish up on the underhand pull down, overhand curls. Now moving on to overhand row and dumbbell hammer curls. So basically I'm doing a pull in overhand neutral underhand position or supine position, and I'm also doing curls overhand neutral supine position. But I'm doing them in opposites, so underhand curls, overhand curls, underhand pull down, overhand pull, neutral grip curls, and then I'm going to do a neutral grip pull down with underhand curls. So I'm hitting the biceps from 3 different angles, hitting the back from 3 different angles. So the theory is, if hitting everything from different angles, it's obviously going to train harder. So I work differently. So now I'm on overhand row with neutral grip curls. Done the first set, feels pretty good. I'm going to get down to it in the second one. Give you a couple of technique points in a second. So moving on to the seated row, I did 5 sets of 8 to 12 reps on each set, and I supersetted this with dumbbell hammer curls. Felt amazing, felt really good, and my back was actually looking pretty on it. If I'm not trying to boast or anything, but I was really impressed with the fact that my back was starting to take shape. Definition was coming in and I'm feeling very good. I'm still very pasty white, but still I felt like I was actually making some progress, which was nice. So here, the dumbbell hammer curls. Again, just remember I have sped the clip up, which you can probably tell by my face. I'm really focusing on squeezing at the top. Here you go, here's a good angle for you to see. Kind of in my traps, my lats, kind of the rear delts. You can see that the definition is coming in, which I'm looking forward to kind of showcasing for people to see. So on this I always focus on putting my thumb over the bar, just so I can really focus on pulling with my elbows. I keep the tension more in my back, and as opposed to keeping it in the biceps and the forearms. As you start to increase your grip strength, you are going to see a little bit more of a kind of tension into the biceps. So I finished it off, kind of last set, just really trying to get as many reps out as possible, squeezing at the top. Moving on to the final superset. We're doing stiff arm pull down with the rope. And we're supersetting that with some dumbbell concentrated curls. So we're standing, keeping the hands turned out, really trying to feel like I'm leading with my pinky, and that's really going to make sure that the biceps are in the tension a lot longer, get a greater contraction at the top, and feel amazing. I'm hitting around 12 to 15 reps, and then 60 seconds rest and then go again. We're going to finish with like a giant set, like a little circuit. I'm just trying to think of what I'm going to put in. Probably like a rear delt fly, a row, the final bicep movement, it might be just body weight on the TRX, because you can get a great pump with that piece of kit. So moving on to the stiff arm pull downs then, I did 5 sets of 12 to 15 reps. With this I really focus on trying to keep the tension in my lats, and I'll always focus on an eccentric portion on this. I do tend to go slightly higher with the volume, so I'll do a few more reps. Typically when I'm muscle building I will do a few more sets as well, and I just really focus on trying to keep my chest elevated while trying to pinch my lats, pinch my back, just make sure I'm getting a good contraction. Just from there I went on to dumbbell concentrated curls. Now with this I'm trying to keep the dumbbells as level as possible. If anything I'm actually trying to keep my pinkies slightly higher than my thumb or my forefinger, just because I want to make sure I'm keeping constant tension and getting a good contraction in the biceps. I don't know whether you guys got that, but I just said I need to pee. I do actually really badly need to go to the bathroom, but I've got work to do. Oh man, I really need to pee now. Jeez. But the harder I'm working, the more I need to go to the bathroom. Yeah. And it went real easy on me certainly. Finally, I kind of want to get into the point of actually growing my arms. Now, it's been probably 4 years. I've never had the biggest arms, but really going through this training, I've seen that my arms are massive. And it's just been, when I say massive, it's down to what I've done previously. And going through my muscle building phase, I was really focusing on kind of supersets, drop sets, time under tension with my biceps and my triceps, and I've noticed that they've got a lot bigger now that I'm cutting, which is fantastic. And it is all kind of down to understanding kind of the muscle and developing kind of a contraction that's going to really help develop the muscle is key, because when you kind of just go through the motions, you don't necessarily feel the muscle working and it's not actually contracting properly. So being able to get the muscle to contract is huge when it comes to kind of growth. So I've kind of been talking over these clips and they've probably made no sense, and you've probably looked and I haven't done anything with regards to kind of technique points. Now, finish off with the hyperextensions. I will actually talk about the technique points on this. I'm actually rounding my back deliberately and I'm focusing on pulling up through my lower back, keeping the tension in my lower back rather than in my glutes and hamstrings, because that's a different kind of movement. And just kind of touching on finishing off the workout. I actually did 10 minutes meditation after this, and I'm really finding that when I stretch, I'm giving my body chance to kind of relax and kind of take it easy and recover the central nervous system, which when you're dieting, when you're training quite heavily, you can find that it gets taxed and you can start to feel really drained. So make sure you're taking that rest, make sure you're looking after your body and recovering properly and stretching. There you have it, folks. That was today's pull workout. So finished off with lat pull down, wide grip. Lats were pretty much burning after 3 sets of that, and I only did 3 sets of that circuit, not 5. About 12 to 15 reps again. Then went on to rear delt flyers. I did jump on with someone else and they were doing high to low cable flies, so I had to on the last set go high to low, but still felt it really good. A little bit more into the lats than the rear delt, but still rear delt and it felt great. Finally then, with the hyperextensions. Now there's 2 ways you can do hyperextensions. I was doing the back hyperextension or back extension, whereas you can do hamstrings and glutes with that. You just have to obviously pay attention to which muscles doing the work. I focus on rounding the shoulders, really focus on the lower back, raising me up, and you get a good pump and good contraction off that. Right now I'm going to finish this workout off for 30 minutes on the stair stepper or the Stairmaster, and that's it. So thank you very much for checking this video out. Please do go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.